John, 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 what are you talking about? He went to the courthouse and was like, hey, sorry, King. Yeah, sorry, King. That's your fucking argument? Cool, heard, loud and clear. It gets better. Section 9, at the wait, hold on. Section 9, at the 31725 hearing, my client did not appear or file any pleadings beforehand because she did not know about it and was self-represented at the time. Again, she's a fucking grown-ass woman who made irresponsible decisions because she does not care about her child nor having any type of custody of said child. She is getting exactly what she wants. Kaylee, because I have like 17 backup accounts. She's getting exactly what she wants. She is playing the game the exact way she wants to. I guarantee you. Bree's stupid, but she's not that stupid. She doesn't want to be a mother. She wants to sit across the country and bitch about the father of her child and the grandmother who stepped in and is doing everything that she possibly can to fill the role of a mother. Shame on you. It gets better, trust. As noted in the 31725 minute order, opposition not having been filed, the court granted the request and ordered for all of my visits with baby W to occur in Texas. Thank God John was able to convince the courts. The parties were also ordered not to disparage each other on social media. Well, neither of you did a great job of that. But you more so, Bree. Here is where things get really sticky. Who fucking says that in a courtroom? Here's where things get really sticky. There is no POS on file of service of this order on my client. As the court can see in the docket and on the LACS attorney portal, the 31725 minute order posted attached as Exhibit C, and then the next line item was the 32425 proposed FOAH from the 31725 hearing, filed at the same time as the 32425 ex parte RFO. It does have Brianna's signature on it, but no date. Throw it out, Judge. She's innocent. There's no date on it. There is a date on it, actually. Just so we're clear. Clearly, that attorney. Oh, I thought you were. What? Oh, the attorney. The FOAH was later confirmed on 4/3/25, attaches Exhibit D, but the received copy is also in the public court file, and the received date is 3/24/25, the same date John filed the kidnapping ex parte RFO. Section 10, only being on this case for 2 business days, I have not subpoenaed LAPD for body cam footage from the alleged incident, but that is on my to-do list to handle ASAP. I also will not engage in researching John's double and... What? I don't know. Okay, I can't stop. I can't focus on that. I don't know. Fuck. I lost my spot. Alleged incident, but that is on my to-do list, blah, blah, blah. I also will not engage in researching John's double and triple layered hearsay allegations in the 32425 pleadings that he pulled from other people's accounts online. My job as Brianna's lawyer is to engage in this case as I would any other matter, using the real pleadings from the real docket that involve 2 real people who shared a child together. Who Brianna and John are online are not who they are in real life. They have both admitted that they make their livings as influencers, internet personalities. I need to explain to everyone, welcome to the courtroom. So they're not going to be able to convince a judge that this was like all for show. Like this was like a character that Brianna was playing. This is real life, sweetheart. It's time to buckle the fuck up. Because everything that you sat there in front of these phones and in front of these cameras, walking around, trying to fight people on the street and snorting lines and everything else that you were doing, putting your child in a house full of human traffickers and everything you did is going to be used against you. Because guess what? The judge doesn't buy the fucking, we're all playing pretend and like dress up. The court of public opinion online is not real.
All right, so this is where...
Sorry. Is not real life, and of note, one could spend hours on there looking at content and never see anywhere that the orders from 1/15/25 to 3/17/25 were for Brianna to visit with Baby W in CA, California. One also will not see anything about a lack of proper service of any of the 2025 orders. Section 11, on 3/24/25, John filed another ex parte RFO claiming Brianna kidnapped Winter per the 3/17/25 orders. Attached as Exhibit E, Brianna was ordered to not remove Winter from Dallas County, Texas. Fuck, I said his name. And for all visitation to be professionally supervised at dates and times coordinated by the parties, based on the monitor's availability. Section 12. On 3/27/25, John filed another DVRO. This DVRO was also denied in its entirety, like the first one was, except for the order not to abuse. Baby W and John's mom were again not listed as protected parties. The order is attached as Exhibit F. Section 13. The sticking point as to the 3/24/25 orders is that John is insisting on a visitation center to be used, yet the orders are only for a professional monitor. On 4/16/25, my staff personally researched and called on professional monitor companies in John's area to check pricing, availability for 4/20 through 4/27, and gather information. As I advised counsel, Brianna wanted to be in Dallas all of next week at an Airbnb and see Winter as often as John would allow it. John said no to Easter, claiming to have plans, despite having Winter for Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day last year. Yes, because the fucking mother abandoned her child. Stop trying to play victim. It doesn't fucking work. Just own up to it. You fucking left. You don't care. Sorry, I get a little heated. Without disclosing the mediation discussions that occurred yesterday, I will say the parties did not reach an agreement and all requests made by Brianna for in-person visitation were denied by John. Section 14. I shared 4 options with Brianna and Miss Budnick that on 4/16/25 via email, including keeping the peace. I am highlighting this one from our list because it is owned by a bailiff and all of the supervisors are off-duty police officers. This is like a place, like a basically like a facility where you can go for visitation, and it's monitored, right? It's called Keeping the Peace. I told Ms. Budnick Brianna wished to exercise her time at an Airbnb. Hold on, I'll keep going, and then I'll come back. With the professional monitor present, counsel responded by stating there was no local court list in her client's jurisdiction, but she sent me a list of 8 options from the Attorney General's site. I advised her the 8 options were all visitation centers, and the order was not for a visitation center, but for a professional monitor. I informed her this was not the order, and we did not want to subject Baby W to something. Ms. Budnick's response was that if she is not deterred by police officers, we certainly cannot trust her to not abscond with the child from a professional monitor. So let me just calmly try to break this down, or like explain, right? So you haven't seen your child in months. The only time you did was when you flew to Dallas to commit parental kidnapping and flew him back across the country to put him in a adult content house around a bunch of strangers who were shoving cameras in his face, who were highly inappropriate, who were exploiting him as a child, who he was in a very dangerous situation. That was the way you chose to spend time with your son. But now you're being given an opportunity to spend time with your child, but because you can't sit in the comfort of an Airbnb, you have your attorney arguing about it. I'm just trying to understand, because I'm not a parent. However, I'm feeling strong feelings of I would do anything if I had a child to spend time with them. 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, whatever it may be. I'm sitting in the fucking bathroom floor of a fucking 7-Eleven if that's what I get. What are we talking about? Because you don't get to sit at a couch at some fucking Airbnb and you have to go to a facility and be monitored? Well, maybe you shouldn't be a fucking bad parent and kidnap your kid. Dum-dum.